All the way to the Hall of Fame, all the way to the Raptors here in Salt Lake City at the home of the Jazz. Tonight, it's the home of the Big Three. Matchup number 2. Bull Hogs versus, because Jamario Moon is the addition traded from the Ghost Ballers in exchange for Chris Johnson. Josh Childress injured.
Of Jamario Moon, because she said they desperately need a third scorer behind Al Jefferson and Joe Johnson.
There's Jefferson from ISO Joe Johnson, and the former Jazz players doing it to get it started. Scalabrini versus ISO Joe. Behind the back into the hands of Joe. Oh, Scal. Well, it didn't turn into the finger roll there for Joe Johnson, but the Deshawn Stevenson quick trigger 3. Gibson has the board. Joe Johnson far to get it started. No ISO needed for Joe from 4.
See, Joe Johnson, you got to guard Joe when he gets off the bus.
And then Joe reaches in on a foul, but yeah, you celebrate that one for a while. Jefferson on McDonald. McDonald has the board. Back into the hands of Scal for the winless Ball Hogs. McDonald in tight on Joe Johnson.
Scalabrini is matched up with him defensively.
Johnson on Stevenson with help from Scal. Johnson in tight on Deshawn Stevenson. That looks too easy.
I told him I was predicting he's going to get 8 this week.
Joe, no look. Gibson couldn't finish, but draws a foul. So Joe Johnson, 4 points, and then that opens everything up with a nice look.
As much during the week, but she said, my entire family, and her son MJ is here with her. She said, my entire family said, you know, my...
Camera's going to find him. He's going to find the camera. And that was an intense loss. By 3 to power in an epic battle in Kansas City. Lost. That was, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good quote.
That's pretty good, BT. We got to reverse the curse, though, tonight.
Reverse the curse for Scal.
Scal.
Al Jefferson and Joe Johnson leading the way, or at least 6 of the first 8 came from Joe Johnson. 3 goes.
You know, big guys with Jefferson and McDonald, which big guy can have an impact offensively in the game, whether it's on the post, pick and roll.
Late D, Jefferson knocks that one away.
On fadeaway.
Yeah, that's right. I think you're right. No roll needed. Johnson draws a double, creating for Gibson. One more pass, Jefferson with a head fake and a finish. And Al Jefferson, his bro.
When he was playing here with the Jazz, one of the major things on the scouting report in bright red letters is do not fall for his pump fakes.
And then you can. Johnson on Quintel Woods all the way, draws a foul, couldn't stick it. Joe Johnson and Al Jefferson
always had the same focus every day.
And led by Joe Johnson. Triplets 4-1, power 4-1. Johnson, step back on Quintel Woods, skates, and a triple.
They're getting more than their money's worth.
Jamario Moon, first action with the Triplets. Trade this week. McDonald's trip, Joe, easiest to his 16.
Way up. He said, I'm going to dunk this last one. Cannot leave Joe Johnson open. Got his feet set. Great look at the basket. And Joe was saying, hey, I'm used to these rims in Utah. Really paying homage to how special Joe Johnson was here in his limited time.
Well, Jamario Moon's going to pick up a foul here. It's a tough start of the second half. Lisa Leslie.
The first play for him on the live to get him going here in the second half.
Joe again, 19 on the Triplets, 29 from Salty Joe Johnson.
I think Joe was saying, did you guys read the scouting report?
Oh, Little Rock, Big Rock.
And force somebody else to score.
Well, here he is again. They run 2. McDonald gives the foul. That's just about the best defense you can play on Joe Johnson right now. Blitz from Joe Johnson. Nice dish. Williams to McDonald in tight.
And I think that's something that Coach Rick Barry wants, to get the ball to Will McDonald a little bit more.
Moon off the look from Joe Johnson. Moon in tight on McDonald. There's his first bucket of 18 versus the Ghost Ballers. So long drought for the Ball Hogs and an extremely tough matchup tonight. And now it's target practice. Pargo hits a three. Jefferson has a board here. Joe Johnson gets a rest. His former Arkansas teammate, General Pargo, on the wing. Jefferson takes it on. Scal him. It's on the scouting report. Williams follows his miss. Throws it right back to the Triplets. Pargo with an easy two from Joe Johnson.
Yeah, we talked about you have to guard Joe Johnson when he gets off the bus. Well, we're changing it. You have to guard him when he lands in Salt Lake City, because that's how much range he has from anywhere in Salt Lake City. Joe is playing with a lot of confidence.
Avoid another double-digit loss in 0-6.
This could pay dividends for the Triplets, especially if Joe Johnson can rest the rest of the game, especially in preparation for next. They're going to have to try a different strategy. Maybe, play two guys around the four-point line, shoot threes.
Oh! Scal taking your advice, Avery. Ordered by McDonald. Scal and McDonald. He thought about the three. Stevenson's going to take it without Jefferson playing offense. So now you're starting to get that three going down. Stevenson wide open. That was a big miss.
Lisa Leslie doesn't look very happy right now.
Allen Anderson three. Revels at home. Allen Anderson bringing the Triplets within 5 points of 5 and 1.
I think Allen Anderson took a quick look at Lisa before he took that shot.
Good, bad, make. All right, we'll take it. And Stevenson answers with a three. Pargo, yeah, he wants a clear out, right?
Yeah, he wants to clear out against Scalabrine. Get some room to make a three or take it to the basket.
Scal not backing down, D'ing it up, forcing the air ball. McDonald there to finish it up. It started with Scal's D.
And I just on the 10-3 run, I expect Lisa Leslie to call timeout and get ISO Joe back in.
Out of the horn set, Anderson step in three. 48 on the board for Triplets.
Allen Anderson said not to.
Scalabrine floater. Al Jefferson has the board.
Probably should think about going to Al Jefferson.
Al for three in there.
On the post, not from behind the three-point line, Al.
You talk about 75% of shots were the hook in the post. I don't think a high percentage were from threes.
That may be Al's first three-point attempt in this building, in his career.
We'll see if he tries it again.
Got to go to Al on the box.
Anderson looking for him. Anderson ends it himself. Allen Anderson, the hot hand to close it out. Triplets are 5 and 1 alone atop the big three.
Al said, well, we couldn't get the ball to Al on the post, so I'm going to attack the mismatch. I had a favorable matchup against Scalabrine, and Allen Anderson is very effective going to his left with that one dribble pull-up.
Joe Johnson, 23. Jefferson leading the way early, and then Allen
on for a couple of minutes. You got a chance to rest a little bit. You have one hand on the MVP trophy. You dropped 23. A lot of points early. I would imagine the goal come out and snuff out any hope for this team who was winless coming in.
Yeah, we wanted to jump on them early, set the tone early in the game. And I thought we did that, especially in the second half. We didn't get lackadaisical. We stayed with the game plan, and we outworked them.
Now, Joe, 20,000 points in the NBA, and you accomplished that in a couple of cities. Give us the scouting report on Utah Jazz fans. What are they all about?
Man, they love their Jazz. Maybe some of the best fans I've ever been around. I played 17 seasons, so to make a stop here in Utah, playing here for 2 years, I thought it was great, man. The fans are awesome. You look at them, they came out tonight and, gave us everything.
Is there a little extra, maybe concerted effort to get yourself, from Lisa's point of view, get Al Jefferson involved, make sure you don't disappoint the home fans, get you guys, especially Al, because you're going to get yours no matter what, but get Al involved?
Yeah, definitely, because he's our horse, man. We got to ride him, and every night he's probably going to have a mismatch because he got such a soft touch in the paint. So we really try to run a lot of plays for him, get him going.
By the way, I said one hand on the MVP trophy. Who's your main competition?
I don't know, man.
Come on, don't be humble, Joe.
I don't worry about that, honestly. Man, we got a great team. Obviously, adding Jamario Moon, I think it's going to take us over the top, so we're looking forward to that.
Joe's doing his thing. Thanks a lot, Joe. Appreciate it. Okay, guys, back to you. Humble Joe.
Humble Joe, Salty Joe, 7